little short every day, baby. It's one of my good dresses. I just put it on. Alright, anyhow. Y'all, oh, I have a sore throat. It's real bad. It's been here for 4 days. I've been sick in the bed for 4 days. Let me give y'all an update of my life and what's been going on. And the mistakes that the police made in 30 years ago. I mean, versus 4 years ago, versus 6 years ago. Protect yourselves, guys, by all means. So, I have a court date. This is what they put down, 3/25. This is their handwriting. This is the J Street Metro Tech Criminal Court. This is all in their papers. This is all in their writings. I just had to show up there for them to give this to me. So my physical being is the only thing that is necessary and needed. I don't owe a court fine of no money, $0. There was no bail, so that's $0. It was a misdemeanor. So it wasn't like a felony charge or any type of charges where I needed to be bailed out or anything like that. It was petty larceny, nothing over $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000. It was 3 perfumes from Sephora. And the reason why I had gotten arrested in Sephora is because there was a dude who at the time, 30 years ago, did not like me. He works there. He is bisexual. He does have relations with dudes that I messed with sexually. And he's also on a TV show also. So this is the reason why I'm going to a court case March 25th, which is like an adjournment, 9 months adjournment, whatever, because it's petty. And it's not physically harm nobody or anything like that. But the guy wanted to press charges for his safety too, because they've been getting away with a lot of things on TV and off TV, off camera. So now this is another situation where I do not have to show up to court, which is for the situation in Crown Heights, Utica. Brooklyn, New York is like down Flatbush. So if you go to Devens, you take the 4 train to Utica, the last stop, Crown Heights, Utica. That situation, 6 months adjourned. I do not have to go back to court for that. I did not have any of those products. However, the Sephora, I gave back those products. I do have to go back to court for the Sephora thing because that is an establishment where there's different people's brands that have their products in that store. So it's not all Sephora's equipment or products. It's like Rihanna has product there, fucking Jesse Metcalf, J-Lo, like, Eastern Murray, Silent, it's different names, different people names, different brands who have products there. So, people of the state of New York against Jasmine Harris defended. And it says, your failure to obey this order may subject you to mandatory arrest and criminal prosecution, which may result in your incarceration up to 7 years for contempt of court. If this is a temporary order of protection and you fail to appear in court when you're required to do so, the order may be extended in your absence and then continues in full effect. Okay, so that is all for instance, guys, right? That gave somebody a little confidence if they ever wanted to, like, frame your ass or set you up. So, this is a temporary order of protection also. There's a temporary order of protection that I just read. Criminal Court of the City of New York, County of New York, the people of the state of New York versus Jasmine Harris. Alright, so now, within 2 days of that situation, I'm also being followed. I have also been being harassed. I have no friends. I could only be a defendant, right? I could only defend myself the best way I could in everything. Like, God forbid I had to go get myself arrested for anything because of the free will of mine that people are trying to compromise because of the knowing of me and everybody's capabilities. Y'all look at my right here. It's so solid. Within 2 days of me going to the precinct in Bookings, jail, been arrested for 48 hours, sat in the precinct for 8 hours, then I had to sit in another Bookings with a whole bunch of different females for 6 to 12 hours until 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 a.m. because the 8 a.m. case to dismissal of the place was 8 a.m. to like 5 p.m. And then you have to wait a whole other 6 hours, 8 hours until 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So within 2 days of me leaving this place, mind you, some of this shit is being recorded for universal love. Like, whoever don't like me, that's cool. It's nobody's business. And who I don't like, that's cool too. It's just nobody's business. That's all the period cocaine. So within 2 days, I had got a transit adjudication bureau ticket. I got a ticket from the train station. So the first situation is only two situations. Everything is looks are deceiving, sounds deceiving. Being indiscreetly harassed is a fucking torturement that I don't think anybody would want to go through. But to each his own. So indiscreetly I have been harassed, right? Which this shit is becoming police harassment. I have to make a report. This is a report that I made I made a report 2022. You do not get warrants. You do not get court dates. It's independently choice if you want to pursue anything with the person that you made a report on. However, if the person who made a report, if I made a report on somebody and I decided to go to court, that is my business, right? It has nothing to do with the other person. If I wanted to pursue something in the other person's name or drop the charges, that is also my choice. The police cannot, by law, pick up anything domestic violence within my boyfriend, girlfriend, mom, dad, cousin, siblings relationship with the idea and fact of us still having relations. However, a lot of things can look like a mistake on one or the other party. All these things has been done within the time frame of somebody else posing to be maybe a threat in somebody's family. However, whether that person, girl or guy, is in the family also. I am not the threat. I have made a report. The police is very aware of the situation beforehand of why I'm so fucking thirsty right now. So it's been like an hour since I had something to drink. I can barely drink or eat. Go talk. So the police has been very aware of everything that has been going on beforehand, before I had to make these reports. I have no other situations with on. But this is a family, it's a domestic situation. If you need a job, RA 3036, DeKalb Job Center, January 29th, 2025, PC Bank, 1247, 52 p.m. Go downtown to DeKalb Job Center and get yourself a job. Okay, so within 2 days, I had got a ticket. It says, it don't say nothing about no court date or nothing. This is the gag. P.O. Limbd. Month 02 3125. He put agency MIPA. Oh, actually, there is a hearing date, guys. Oh, I do have a court date. Okay, so March 25th, I have a court date for the Sephora. March 31st, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. I have a court date for a ticket. Walking through the door of the train, I asked the guy, and he said there's police behind the door. And I'm like, fuck, I can't find my Metro card. And how about I had a Metro card though? Anywho, somebody was coming out the door, and I had walked through the door, and the police pulled up from behind the door, and they gave me a ticket. So I have a court date next month, March 31st, 2025, and March 25th, 2025. Entered without payment. That's the rule on elevation. Jasmine Harris. Jasmine D. Brooklyn, New York. Sex, female. (191) 78 precinct. 78 precinct again. So yeah. There's 88 precinct, which is this over here. It's all funny. It's all up my alley, right? 78 precinct is where the nail tool seatbelt. This is something that I needed to pick up from the ground beef. Did I steal a steak that day? Seatown. I let them keep my property. So, moral of the story is, be on your shit, especially when you're on your shit, so that nobody can take advantage of you. Men, women, men with dicks and assholes, women with pussies and assholes, and with mouths. It's just that simple. And with the IQ of having your own shit, having your own business. You know, JDI. Taking off when you want to take off. Resting when you want to rest. Putting people in better positions for the best. And also giving a lot of independence and confidence in yourselves. So this is for people who have been victims for whatever reason. Whether domestic, dysfunctional family, you have a mom and dad, aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers, nephews, nieces. However I was born and, it's just, this and that. You jealous of this person, they jealous of this person. Oh my God, it's working out. However, you got kicked out, you have nowhere to sleep. Like 13 minutes, 15 minutes. This person makes you feel uncomfortable. There are public places, home, if you have one. You do have family, you have relatives, mom and dad. You should never be homeless like that. Unless you don't have no fucking mom or dad or family. Home, public, shelter, hospital, airport, train station, hotels, 24-hour fast food restaurants, outside, you can sleep outside, There should just never be that many problems. I have a business. The police made a mistake in 2021, and 30 years ago, and 15 years ago, and 21 years ago, and there's nothing for them to do. 2008, 2011, 2005, 2012, 2023. When you do get your own home, you do have a lease. That's like a year to 6 months. 6 months to a year, or 6 years to a year. However you want to fucking do it, shit. You should have a lease in office from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. In your circle of home in life, you have neighbors, friends, family. There's hospitals, jails. You ain't trying to be found dead or nothing. There are public figures in this world that are somewhat of resources outside of your local resource offices to find some type of help within life. So, anywho, back to the precinct stuff. I had cash. I had $17.95. $17.95, not $1,700. I wish I did. So, the procedure for retrieving funds, money, Brooklyn property clerk. And I'm so sorry that I just switched out because I seen something as a public figure, and I'm kind of somewhat a public figure, and whether storytelling or these things transpired ever in anyone's life, if I know what I'm talking about, it should have never been questioned in any type of way or enforced in no type of way. It's just not nothing to question. Like, if I said that, I said that. If you wanted to pursue something in what I said, then by all means do it. If you wanted to illegally do that, then it's a fucking problem, especially in the which way I said it. So whether you believe that it's true or not, and I said it's not true, or I can say that it's true or not true, which is a belief fucking confusion within whoever believed anything that I said within 2021 or 2019 or 2020, October 2020 to August 2020, in ways that I lived with my dad and my aunts and my mom and my foster relatives or whatever. Police security, protection, bitch. The only thing the police have to do is protect the fucking community. They have failed at all of that. I've witnessed so many things happening, which gives people motivation to do so much that they could never fix or fucking be a hero to. So the fact that they tried to play a part in trying to be a hero in my story with the 2 people that I know, or everyone that I know, to 12 people, whether they believe something to be true or not, whether they believe sexual activities going on in somebody's home, child neglect, child abuse, as the 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old, experiencing those things that you could have never really been any type of, you could have either just did it or not do these things in life growing up. To have witnessed things, going through things, see people who've gone through things, match people who will just sit there and hump the air to try to trigger you or torment you in a sexual way off of hearing that, whether me and my sibling that's the same age decided to hump or bump. Somebody older putting their dick in my pussy or putting their dick in somebody else's pussy for whatever reason. Listen, some people make up. I'm not saying those things transpire, but for somebody else outside of a family or circle or somebody that went through those things to try to be anything of those things or anything going up somebody's pussy for whatever reason, you get what I'm saying, or somebody's asshole, for somebody to try to fight that, you understand? You're either going to do it or not do it. Sucking dick in the mouth, all that shit. For an officer to believe those things and torment somebody with their penis or their pussy because they did not make it in life to be a public figure to speak on child neglect, child abuse, changing the world, being some type of part of the world for whatever reason, going through similar things that other people went through. Being in disgust with an idea of those things even happening before I said anything is fucking delusional. All these people know me. I know all these people. All these people had strategically put together something within these people's homes also, with the knowledge and the knowing of possibilities of things transpiring maybe, and got away with those things. So somebody trying to fight me for my mental precipitation of it, or my generational cutting ties of it, or creating my own lane or independence in something that we all have experienced and grew over. Such, not saying sexual abuse actually going on, I'm saying trauma, experiences. You know, we're adults. Only a kid is gonna be sitting there, you know, shaking their penis and shaking their pussy. You get what I'm saying? That's children shit. The police made a mistake off the strength of the media frenzy and acceptance of becoming so famous so fast since World Star 2014. Some people have plans to do vlogging and stuff like that. Some people impulsively do things because of somebody else posted something. The police has taken over the media since 2009. Trayvon Martin situation. The white lady that stabbed up her boyfriend. The white lady that got raped. The black girl that got raped. The black guy that got raped. The transsexual guy that was shot up in the hotel, stabbed up in the hotel. The fucking 2014 they got more popular over the fucking guy in Staten Island, the big chunky guy with the cigarette. A lot of shit been false, fabricated, and fucking and just put out there too because of the media, right? So other people outside of me, because I do editing, I do videos, I create, I curate, I'm a curator. Somebody outside of me who does the same things, that decided to keep certain things that did not pertain to them, or for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? If I had a dream of shit, or I had a concern, oh, you know, Mom, when I used to live with Dad, oh, Auntie, when I used to live with Dad, like, I had a dream, or they, like, things was transpiring what made me think things, and or I was seeing things when I was younger, when I was like 11, when I was like 8 years old, I seen things in my life. That is just nobody's thing to question. Welcome to JD Idol, y'all. That is nobody's business to question. You understand? It's Mom and Dad. That's not y'all business, whether you're related to them too or not. So the idea of overhearing those conversations and trying to pursue anything outside of me and keeping stuff for whatever is beneficial for them to try to do something maybe was illegal and wrong. Whether I started a conversation or not, whether it looked like a redemption or not, a motherfucking what spiritual pursuit, deceiving, whatever it looked like. You either could have kept it or not kept it. You could have either included or incorporated me in such a thing or not. Instead, a lot of illegal shit was done because of the fear of everybody being capable of being some type of victim to a knowledge of having enemies and friends. Somebody beating them up, beating them, or not beating them is something. The NYPD, West Palm Beach, they fucked around during an all lives, black lives, bomb threats, and all types of shit in the middle of COVID-19, coronavirus, sickness and health. You know, the AIDS war, you know, the fucking, you know, the sickness step shit that took over for 4 years to 6 years, 2019. The COVID in the Lysols. The sickness that took over in 2020, the lockdown, like a fucking hurricane. Hurricanes are fun. When it's a lockdown, it's mad fun. You know, you could try to make your TV work. You could try to put your lights on. You know, have no school. You outside. The weather's not that bad, but it's a hurricane. Like, you in the house, like, it's candles everywhere and shit like that. You gotta put candles up, shutters and stuff. It's just like fun when you have, like, not when you have a life, but when you're not by yourself. During the lockdown, during COVID, I was by myself, really. I did go to a party, a COVID party. I have nothing to do with it. In the middle of the COVID party, life was still going on before the lockdown. There was offers and opportunities. At 25, 26 years old, 28 years old. Everybody got excited off of the freedom that was given during the lockdown and the opportunities that was given, and that could have been, you know, just more of the opportunities that was given. That could have been more like could have just been continued to be given. That's the money. The 6 months break. You don't have to pay no rent. You don't have to pay the bills. You was getting money for those things to pay your light, your cable, whatever. You was finished being blessed in the fucking sickness and health and a lockdown. Like beneficial wealth during a lockdown. So you did not lack anything or miss anything. So that gave an idea like, oh my God, should we extend the COVID? Should we do another sickness? Should we do another lockdown? Should we give out more money? How many more people are going to listen? Oh my God. Yes, I meant you. So with that freedom and independence that was given, and a lot of people benefiting in the middle of COVID.